Ilix, Ivo, and Lotus went to bridge night with Gage and his associates.
You's familiar with how to play bridge or no?
It's probably safe to say no.
After some time of cordiality, the topic was brought up regarding the money they owed Gage for the car Ivo wrecked. Gage excused everyone from the room, except for his associate, Mr. Powers.
Brayden and Jans, if you could, please, we're going to be conducting some business.
Mr. Powers explained that he needed a job done. Some information was digitally stolen from his company, and he wanted to know exactly what the thief stole.
What I need you to do is investigate a former executive and find out exactly what he was looking for, but you cannot, under any circumstances, kill him.
After learning more about the job, Ilix and Lotus pieced together that the stolen information was the data they stole from New U for Lotus' father, Hans Circa.
Hans Circa?
Wait, okay, I put all this together. Let's go somewhere else that's not here, and let's discuss this. And this may be easier than I think they bargained for.
During their train ride home, they learned the Emerald District was under siege and outbreaks of gang violence and board-sec policing were on the rise.
So as you guys are talking, you hear over one of the hollow screens that is on this train the sound of breaking news.
Breaking. The Emerald District is under siege as the new UHQ has been robbed. As many as 25 are estimated dead as 6 street gangers dressed as security entered the building and opened fire.
After the train's arrival at the depot, Ivo headed back to his apartment and Lotus went to one bar. Ilix decided to call it a night in his sleeping pod on the train, but he quickly realized something was off.
Anybody there? Hello?
Back at his apartment, Ivo lied to his neighbor Hannah.
Like I said, I'd be willing to pay you. It's just that if anything happened to me, hypothetically speaking,
Ivo, I'm going to choose to ignore these very suspicious things that you're doing, because I would like to think that you are taking the high road, and I'm going to go to bed.
In the meantime, things were not going well for Ilix back at the train station.
All of a sudden, you turn the corner, and you're hit with this surge of electricity, and you, try and look around and see what's happening, and then this bag is put over your head, and you are punched a couple times in the stomach, and then everything goes black.
Time to Die Podcast Network presents Eclipse, Crater of Corruption. Chapter 7, Sea of Crises.
You are struggling with a black bag over your head. There is somebody grabbing onto you, they're actively trying to get your hands behind your back, and you know what I mean? They're wrestling with you after getting this bag over your head.
So I would like to, as soon as I realize that I'm being abducted, open up the group text. Is it possible for me to add Sketch to that group text in this moment?
You can send an invite. Sketch has to accept it.
I would like to discreetly write, hey, getting taken, have Sketch do a dead man switch that I gotta check in every day at 2300, and if not, release everything. And then, like, that's what I'll put in the chat after I, add Sketch.
Okay. You hear a van pull up, and, like, it kind of screeches for a second as it's coming to a stop. And then you are grabbed onto and kind of, like, by another person, and, like, they basically just wrestle you into the back of this van and close the doors. And would you like to do anything else?
As they're trying to get me into the van, can I try another thing that's more physical?
Yeah, if you want to roll meat, you can try and mix it up.
After I get that text in there and stuff, I then want to press the button that would turn the screen off on the phone, but have the floating thing on. And I just want to, like, toss it out of the side, like, to where it's going away from the van, you know, so that they would possibly be able to find it. And then, like, as we're getting in the van, I want to purposefully fall and break my AR. Let's see. That's a 6.
Okay, so you throw your thing and it clatters onto the ground, and, like, but when it clatters, like, it shatters as well and goes into a million pieces. And then on top of that, you try and throw yourself to the ground, and when you sort of, like, hit, you mostly just go head first and everything goes black.
Where am I right now? I was heading home.
I thought you were at home because you were looking at videos on the CLC.
Right. How long did it take for him to get back to the train and get abducted?
I would say that it was around when you were surfing through Mara videos.
Then I guess I get interrupted. When I get the message, I'm going to stop the video that I was watching, and I'm going to say, Lotus, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
In the same group chat. Yeah, hey, what's up?
Where's Eclipse at?
I thought he was heading home. Like, if he got taken somewhere, then I don't know.
You got Sketch's number?
Yeah.
It says invitation pending. You better give him a call. Maybe he can get a whereabouts on Eclipse.
Alright.
As I'm texting all this, I'm going to be, like, putting my shoes back on and getting ready to go.
What are you doing currently, Lotus?
I would be texting Jason.
Okay.
Hey man, can you get me in contact with your cousin, with Ricky? I gotta talk to him about something.
It'll be a couple of minutes later, because it's pretty late at night at this point. I think they're kind of busy right now. Haven't you seen the news?
Yeah, well, it's kind of related to that.
And he'll just text you back a K, and then I'll try.
Thanks. And Eclipse is missing, so if you see him or hear anything, let us know.
He'll send an okay.
And then I'll call Sketch.
That will beep a couple of times, a couple more times, a couple more times, and then...
Hey, you got Sketch? Leave a message.
and it will be...
Hey, Sketch. Join the group chat. And if you don't, I'm gonna come down there and make you join the group chat. Alright.
Alright. Ivo, what are you doing?
I'm already heading out the door by this time.
Okay.
You still at 1 bar?
Yeah.
What do I do? Meet you there?
Sure.
Did you get a hold of Sketch?
No.
Hey! Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you up there? Stop right the fuck now. Hey, who the fuck is you up there? You hear behind you, Ivo.
In the hallway?
Uh-huh.
I turn around.
You see a board sec in full riot gear, like gun drawn, and he's like pointing it at you and continuing to yell, like, come back here, like very imminently, like just animated and like he wants to talk to you.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on?
We have 6th Street on the fucking run, alright? So everybody's gotta go back to their fucking apartments, alright? We chased somebody in here, they're armed and fucking dangerous. I saw you come out of your apartment, you're good, but you need to get the fuck in there. You understand me?
Yeah, I'll go back in.
And he'll, you know what I mean, like as soon as you get back into your apartment, he continues sweeping the hallway. And you actually hear some gunfire, maybe 5-10 minutes later. And then you hear some screaming and some more gunfire.
Besides my peephole, I also want to be peering out the windows into the street.
So you can see that there are a shitload of cop cars down at the base of this building. There are a few of the board sec drones that are going around, and you can see that they have these big spotlights that are shining on various portions of the building, and at some point, you know, it kind of illuminates the entirety of your apartment. It's incredibly noisy at this point.
Back to the text messages. I don't know if I can get out of here. I got board secs lighting up the place with gunfire. Apparently they're chasing 6th Street and they come into my building or something.
Why the fuck would they go over to you? Whatever. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna make my way over to Sketches in the morning.
Why can't you go right now?
Because I've been up for like 18 hours and I can barely walk.
I am so glad that you're devoted to one of our closest companions, Eclipse.
You can make your way there if you don't want to be a pussy, but, you know, it's fine. You stay in your apartment, you know, get yourself a nice little sleep on. I will continue to hobble my way across town, trying not to bleed out, and I'll let you know what Sketch is doing right now, okay?
There are 3 things I want to know. 2 things. What appears to be the clearest path from my window or from my door, and also, do I know if there's rooftop access?
There is definitely rooftop access. Not that you're supposed to have it, but it's been broken by hoodlums and other people, you know what I mean, long time ago. So at this point, you know you could get up there if you want. You've probably gone up there before. But sometimes there's people up there fucking about, so, you know, you don't always go up there at night, because it can sometimes be a little bit dangerous.
I'm going to wait for as clear of a coast as I can, and then I'm going to try and sneak to the roof.
Okay, so you heard the gunfire to the south of you, the south of the building, so you would imagine that stairwell/elevator would be a bad one, so you go to the northern one at the end of the hallway. And again, you know, you're stressed out, you know, trying to, like, quickly go, and you've got these advertisements just inside of your head, just everything, you know what I mean? Like, just bombarding you all at once as you're making your way down, and you again hear a little bit more gunfire. This time it seems to be coming from the south, but below, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell because it's just loud and echoing throughout the entirety of this building, and like it's just incredibly disconcerting as you make your way up to... Are you going to use the elevator or the stairwell to get up to the roof?
I would like to have some control over my ups and downs. I'm taking the stairwell.
Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit to get up to the top. And I am going to go back to Lotus for a minute. Are you actually going to try and go get Sketch? Because your body would tell you that that is a patently terrible idea, and you really might die if you do that.
Yeah, no, I was planning on going back to the grocery store and passing the fuck out.
No, that's fair. We'll just say that you do that. Like, you make it there safely and pass out for the evening. And we will go to Ilix. Ilix, when you come to, you notice that there is no AR, and you hear immediately next to you, "Are you finally awake, stupid?" And you look over and you see Sketch is tied to a chair next to you. And you're in sort of this dimly lit, what seems to be like a shipping container, maybe?
Well, fuck. Yeah, I guess my plan's not gonna work, is it? How's it going, Sketch?
City, are you fucking kidding me? I got fucking kidnapped!
Yeah, me too. I kind of, know the feeling. Yeah, it's, feelings mutual. Yeah, how the fuck did this happen?
I don't fucking know. They didn't even ask me any fucking questions. They just fucking come in here and beat the shit out of me sometimes, and then they fucking leave.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I know I got that to look forward to. Yeah, a whole bunch of my plan while I was getting nabbed was kind of like hinging upon you being able to, fix things. But, like, did you have any sort of warning? Did you get to do anything before you got taken in here?
They fucking blew up my fucking house, man.
What?
My mom's fucking dead.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
This is fucking new you, man. This is fucking new you, man. We fucked up. This is fucked up, man.
God, all this for some fucking monkey shit.
This shit was not monkey shit.
Well, I never really looked at it.
Well, that's it. That's it that we found was some serious shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. Like, I always have something to do, but I got nothing.
Well, I plugged in some sort of tech that turns off your AR, so can't even contact anybody or anything. Just gotta sit here and wait till they beat you up or feed you.
Yeah, like I kind of tried to do my own version of that. I just tried to break it when they were nabbing me. Also threw my phone out of the truck, but I forgot to hit the thing where it floats, so just the last thing I heard was it shattering on the ground. Oh, this is a weird feeling. I'm laughing and crying.
We're probably gonna fucking die in here, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. And I can't even live stream it.
It's fucked up, man.
I never thought I was going to die a nobody.
I never thought I was gonna die. I was gonna upload my consciousness to a PC or something, fucking live in the CLC forever or whatever, just fucking... We're not large shit. It's fucked up, man. We will go back to Ivo. You have reached the roof. You have a couple of times had to kind of duck in between some vending machines as some board sec will go past you. You notice that the gunfire has slowed down as you get up to the roof. It's pretty empty up here. You're incredibly high up because this is a skyscraper.
Okay. Didn't realize this building was so tall. Thought it was just a regular apartment building.
We've called it a mega building multiple times.
I message Jason and I say, Hash, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
What's the status on my race car? Can it drive?
He'll give you a thumbs up.
Look, I know it's late, but I need you to bring it as close to my apartment as you can get without alerting the board sec.
He'll give you a thumbs up.
I got eyes on the streets. I can give you an idea of where to pull up, and then I'm just going to try to get to the ground floor, and then I'll take over from there.
He'll say, all right, be careful.
After that, I'm going to scan and try to see what would be the best place for him to hide the car, but also me to be able to get to it once I get to the ground floor.
So there would be an alley just around the block from where you're at that it seems like you could probably get there from the garage without having to cross where you see the authorities right now.
I'm going to message that to him, and then I'm going to see if I can get into a service elevator that can go all the way down that's not going to be high traffic.
Okay, so you do find that there is a service elevator, but it is definitely locked. Would you like to try and do something with the control panel, or do you just want to pry it open? Like, how do you want to try and proceed with this?
I don't have much hope that I can digitally access it, so I'll see if I can mechanically get the doors open.
Okay, you pry at it with your fingers for a while, and go ahead and roll meat.
Oh, meat. 9 plus 1.
10. Oh, okay. That's a success. You pry it open, and it hurts your hands as you're doing this. So yeah, you pry it open, and the elevator is awaiting you.
Is it standard? Is it cables?
No, you would guess that it's magnetic, probably.
Is there anything going down, or is it just an empty shaft? Are there even any, like, pillars or things to grip on the sides?
It would appear that there is a ladder for maintenance that you could climb down.
Does the ladder have sidebars to hold on to?
No, there's literally just, like, the ladder, and you notice that there is also, like, this, area where it looks like you could, like, attach, a harness as you're going down. Like, there's kind of a pipe on the side of it as well, but...
What's the possibility I could take my racer's jacket off and use that to slide down the harness? Or pipe or whatever?
I mean, that's 8 floors, dude. Like, you'd be going hella fucking fast. Like, that's a tremendously bad idea.
Well, it's 8 floors on the moon, which is 1/6 Earth's gravity. Or 1/8, I should say.
Okay, so, I mean, it would hurt, but you wouldn't probably splatter.
I would like to wrap my jacket around, and then I'm going to try and use the grip of my boots to control my speed, and then I'm going to attempt to fireman down this pole.
Okay, go ahead and roll meat again.
Uh-oh. 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a 7.
Okay, so you make your way down there pretty quickly, but in the process, not only do you ruin your jacket, but you hit the ground pretty hard, and so you're going to take 1 harm from that.
Fuck! Oh!
After I hit the ground, am I on the top of the elevator? Can I just,
Yeah.
Can I reach it? I'm going to try and either find some sort of emergency opener or try and pry another door.
So there's like an emergency access to the elevator because you're on top of it, and so you can open that up pretty easily from where you're at and go in. And then from there, if you just press the open button, it would open up to the lobby of your building.
At this point, I'm going to try and sneak out and get to that alleyway.
All right, why don't you go ahead and roll cool?
8.
Okay, so a few times when you're crossing the lobby, you notice that there are board sec officers out the front door, and so you think for a few seconds, and then you realize, like, oh, right, the back door, and so you go and start making your way towards the parking garage, where you can take the back door and then go out through the parking garage, and you get to the stairwell and you start sneaking your way down there, and you open up the door. When you get on the other side of the door, you see a board sec officer directly to your right, and for a second he kind of like looks at you funny, and then he kind of like raises up his gun and says, "Hey, get on the fucking ground."
How close is he?
3 feet away. I mean, not far, you know what I mean? He was like almost right next to the door. That's why he kind of like looked at you funny when, like almost like the door surprised him at first.
I'm pummeling this guy. I'm going to run right into him.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to attempt to tear the weapon out of his hand.
Okay, go ahead and roll the...
12.
Oh, shit! What? Oh, shit! Okay. So you charge into this guy, and he actually fires once, and you can hear this large caliber round as it zips past your face, and then you collide with him, and you grab onto the firearm, and it again goes off 2 or 3 more times until he goes down to the ground, and you wrenched it from his hands, and you are now holding this assault rifle. It's like got this drum mag off to the side of it, and this like kind of compact sort of feel with this polymer grip at the front of it. And so, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do a couple pops to his legs so he can't run, and then I'm gonna book it.
Oh, dude, this is a large caliber firearm. You blow both of his legs off when you do that.
Fuck! I just pulled a Wesley. I'm booking it for the alley.
Okay, are you hanging onto the gun when you go?
I'm absolutely taking the gun with me.
All right. So you continue running along this parking garage, and you hear a few people shouting and making their way over towards this area, but as you get to the garage door, you punch in your code real quick, and it opens up, and you slide underneath it immediately and just start booking your way, and then you hear some more shouting, and there's some lights shining, but then again, more gunfire comes from the apartment complex, and the lights that were beginning to sort of come your direction that were once in sort of that courtyard in front of the building instead go back up to the apartment complex, and you rush across the street as fast as you can, and you sort of baseball slide into the alley, and as you do that, you notice that your car is not far off and waiting for you, and Jason is behind the wheel.
I'm going to message as I'm running passenger side.
Jason will slide over.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the gun to him, hop in, throw it into gear, and then peel out.
Where did you get this thing?
I'm not gonna answer him. I'm gonna be booking it for. We're gonna be driving for Sketch's house.
Wait! Is that fucking blood on you?
Be careful with that. I don't know if the safety's on.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?
Hey! Keep it pointed out there. Point it that way. Don't point it at me.
He tries to just adjust it so it's pointed sort of at the floor, like in between his legs, and he is just kind of shaking there. You start hauling ass, and you eventually get to the bridge that would take you out of Collis Hills and over to, I think it's Avita, that is the district where Sketch lives, or is Sketch in Collis?
I don't know if we ever said.
Okay. So I think Sketch would have been in a different borough. So he's over in Avita, and so you have to start making your way towards there. And Jason will again say what the fuck happened back there, Ivo?
Better that you don't know. You want me to drop you off? You can call a cab, get out of this mess, or you want to come with me?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know.
You gotta make a decision. There's no time to think about this shit. You gotta decide.
Fuck it, man. Let's fucking go.
Alright, but I gotta know that you can keep your cool. If you can, I'd like you to learn how to figure out that gun. What are the mechanics? Where's the safety? How do I use that shit?
Yeah, okay.
Don't punch a hole through my car, though.
He'll give you a thumbs up. So you start making your way over towards the mega building where Sketch's mom's apartment was. And when you get to the street that it's on and you start to circle the block, you would notice that there is a large hole in the side of this building.
Okay. As we're pulling up, I'm gonna say, damn, it feels good to drive again. And I'll come around the corner and see the missing house and slow the car. Holy shit. This is it. This is the place. This is where Sketch was. I remember distinctly because... what the hell happened here? I'm gonna call Lotus.
Lotus isn't gonna pick up.
Okay. I'm going to message Lotus in the chat. Sketch's house is gone.
I think Lotus is asleep at this point.
Fair enough.
We're all captured, Ivo. It's you against the moon now.
Hash. This is some serious shit's going on. I'm gonna try and think back and say, okay. We did the bridge night. Everything seemed to go well. We learned that shit was going down with 6th Street. That's Corvo Smalley's thing. I know that something happened with New You.
They must have broken in and then come back here to try and lay low, but things went sideways. The news had some shit went down, and plenty of people are fucking dead, man. I think that they said that fucking Fantasia was fucking dead, man. That they put one in her. So I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm thinking about calling Gage.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, think about it. He's the highest power that we know of that I would even remotely trust. And this is kind of an emergency. He might have resources we don't have, or he might know information we don't know.
Yeah, all right, man.
Well, I want some feedback. Do you think this is a good idea? This is a stupid idea? Normally I bounce the shit off of my guys, but they're not here.
Fucking... I vote. Here's the thing, man. I don't fucking... we're in some serious shit, because I'm starting to realize that this is a board sec sidearm, and you're covered in blood, and you have a board sec sidearm, so we're, those are both things. But also, second, there is a grenade launcher on the front, so be wary of the button, because there's that.
You're sort of a techie guy. Do you have any idea if they can track this shit?
Doesn't look like it's registered to anyone specifically, just a serial number, but I don't know. Maybe, probably. It's not that expensive. I can see if I could remove it.
No, just hold tight. We've been sitting here a while. Have I noticed anything suspicious, or does it look like everything's vacant right now?
It would seem like everything's pretty normal. You know what I mean? Like, you see, like, this must have happened a couple of hours ago or something like that, because, like, there is very little police presence. Like, you don't notice board sec presence. You don't notice, like, any inordinate amount of suspicious activity at this point. Yeah, it would seem like it's pretty normal.
It doesn't look like anything's going on here. If they damaged the house, he was down in the basement. There's a chance that some of his stuff is still intact. What do you know about computers? I know it's a little different than mechanics, but cars have computers, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Shit. Why don't you stay here and ping me if anything goes on? I'm gonna go see what's down there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna park in a discreet location and then try to make my way towards the basement of the rubble.
So you would notice that there are a bunch of, like, these pylons that are set up, and they have just, like, this hologram that just says police line, do not cross.
I'll throw a rock across it before I step in.
A loud klaxon starts to go off as, you know what I mean? Like, as something crosses it.
And then stops, or it's still going?
It goes for a few moments and then turns off as it probably realizes that it's something small or something not a threat, or, you know, you don't know exactly what technology is going on here.
I'm gonna see if there was any exterior access, like sometimes they have a staircase from the outside.
Yeah, there is very little left of this building, and there is like this perimeter completely set up. You know what I mean? Like, you will have to cross this perimeter barrier that is set up in order to get, you know what I mean, to any of this.
Then I tuck and roll under it, and I'm going to see if it eventually stops like it did with the rock.
You wait around for a while, and it is still going. Like, it seems like it can probably recognize what you are.
Then I'm just going to race to the basement.
Okay. So you race to the basement, and this alarm is going off, and go ahead and roll 2d6s for me. You can roll cool. Roll cool for me.
9.
So you would see that that Sketch's setup is incredibly charred. You would also notice, though, that it seems like this was an explosion from the inside. Like, kind of looking at the way that all of this rubble, like, blew out from the, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like all of it is on the exterior, and most of, like, the scorch marks and fire and stuff like that must have been in here.
I'm going to grab anything that looks remotely related to data storage, even if it's charred.
Yeah, you grab 3 small rectangles, and you rush out of there while this alarm is still going off, and you actually begin to hear sirens in the distance as you're rushing back to the vehicle and starting to fucking take off.
I don't know if we're going to get there, but I'm going to make my way towards the garage as I pass these over to my partner.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me driving?
Hot shit driver?
Hot shit driver. Yeah, let's see if you can...
Fuck. That's as good as one of my racetrack. 4.
Okay. So you're beginning to drive away, and as you turn a few corners, immediately you see that there is a board sec vehicle in your rear view. It's like a screen in the center. Like, you don't actually have a rear view mirror at this point, but, like, you can see behind you from the rear camera that there is a board sec vehicle, and it just kind of speeds up for a second, and then all of a sudden flips on its lights, and you see, you know, these red flashing lights behind you, and this siren as it begins to speed up, trying to close the distance. You'd guess that it's maybe 500, 600 feet behind you at this point.
Ash?
Yeah, man. What?
How functional is this race car?
fucking pretty fast, but it might fucking blow up too.
I throw it into gear and floor it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a hot shit driver roll, because these board sec agents will also floor their vehicle, and you would know that their vehicles are very fast. They're very similar to the cars that you would race with, but a little bit more armor is added to them, and they also have these lights on top of them, and yeah, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, but they don't have this driver.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Crash into them?
That's a 10.
Oh shit! Okay, so you start peeling away, and you make a quick left, and then another quick right, and you keep driving for maybe 3 or 4 blocks, and then you turn again. And you quickly back it into the alley, and then you turn off the lights really quick, and then you see that this police car, maybe 10 seconds behind you, just zooms past, and then you wait for 15 more seconds after it zooms past, and then you start making your way towards the garage, and I think you make it there without incident further.
Okay. Alright, this has been a night of close calls. Can you do anything with that shit? And I point to the rectangles.
I'll see, man. I'll fucking see.
Alright. You just go in there and do your thing. I'm gonna go down to the train station and just take a look around.
Yeah, all right. So you make your way down to the train station. Do you want to go up to the platform? Where do you want to...
I want to talk to anybody working there.
You would have to go up to the platform for that, and you would immediately, as you're cresting the top of it, you would see that there are board sec, and all of the screens that normally have the times for the train running are just bright red. One of the board sec officers looks at you and he says, "Train's fucking closed, buddy."
You got an idea how long? Is it gonna be all night?
We got fucking 6th Street under control. The board's thinking about instilling a lockdown of Collis. You can thank Corvo Smalley.
Alright, later. I'm gonna turn around, and instead of exiting, I'm gonna be kind of scanning the side doors of this station to see if anyone's on smoke break, if I can get there without guards.
I think that at this point, yeah, you're not going to be able to fart around this place, because there is a pretty clear board sec presence. But as you're sort of making your way away from there, you do notice that there is some garbage in the street or something, but it looks like circuits, not just regular garbage.
That looked expensive. I could go examine it closer, pick some of it up.
You look at it for a little while, and at first it's kind of hard to realize what it is, but then it dawns on you. It's that little drone phone that Eclipse lets out and records all of his live streams.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Do I see any sort of mem card or anything, or do I know if it's all stored in a cloud or whatever?
Go ahead and roll mind.
7 plus nothing.
You're not 100% sure, but you think that if anybody that you know at this point might be able to tell you, it'd be Jason.
Alright, I'm picking up the pieces and going back to the garage.
Alright. Eclipse, you've been in this room for a couple of hours at this point, and then you hear that loud sort of iron on iron creaking and groaning as the front of this shipping container is opened up, and there's a very bright light behind this sort of tall silhouette that walks in, and it turns around and closes the doors again, and when it looks at you, you see that there is like this filter almost that is being projected that like is scrambling to just a bunch of different faces. Like, it's really uncanny how it like is just morphing between just all of these different faces and genders and it like people with beards and it's really, really weird and kind of off-putting, and the figure makes its way towards you.
In what kind of ways am I bound?
You are bound to the chair with what you would imagine are zip ties.
Oh, thank God you're here. Yeah, I've been waiting for you guys to show up. Like, I was getting bored just sitting here talking to Sketch. Anyways, how's this gonna work? What do I gotta do? You rough me up?
It walks forward and doesn't say anything to you. You can just hear them breathing.
By the way, nice, what is that, Doppelganger 1500? Yeah, I've seen a couple of those at Gage's shop, the electronics store down on First Street, but yours seems to be in pretty good working order. I can't tell who you are.
They reach back and punch you hard in the face.
Man, it's been a long time since I got hit. It kind of hurts.
And then again, they punch you in the face. And again. And again. And again.
I spit out one of my teeth. Okay, is there any point to this, or are we just gonna keep on going?
They hit you again.
Ugh, God damn it. I'm not very strong. You're probably just gonna end up killing me like this. At that point, why didn't you just do it already?
They stand up and they walk over, and Sketch has been quiet this entire time, and he looks incredibly scared, and they just grab onto Sketch's shoulder and just overhand into Sketch's face 3, 4, 5 times.
Fuck, man, let up.
And they throw Sketch onto the ground.
You already did your business on him earlier. It's my turn now. Come on.
He was walking towards the door and then heard you say that, and then they turned back around and they kind of gently almost set you back up onto the chair, and then reaches down and grabs your index finger and quickly just snaps it back, just bends it completely backwards.
That was my favorite one. How'd you know?
And then they just walk towards the door and it creaks open.
I'm gonna try to take a peer out the door to see if I can notice anything out there.
Go ahead and roll me mind.
9 on the die, plus 2 for mine.
You definitely think that there's a warehouse in here, and you can make out that there is a car as well. So you would assume that there's probably other people out there, but it's hard to make it out.
What kind of... is it a race car?
You don't think so. You think it's probably a van, actually.
Does it can I tell what color it is? Like, does it remind me of the new U van?
Yeah, you would think that it reminds you of the new U van, for sure.
And then, like, as far as the warehouse stuff, does it look like the place where they had the uniforms?
No, it looks like a warehouse that has like other shipping containers, but is sparsely enough populated that they can pull this van up in here.
Okay, well, it's new you, or at least it seems that way. I could see all the... God damn, I just tweaked my finger a little bit. Don't want to do that again. Yeah, I think we're being helped. I knew you. I'm sure that comes as no surprise.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was suspecting. I don't know what they want, if anything. Maybe just revenge.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any cameras in here watching us?
It doesn't seem so, no.
Ah, well, that's lame. I can't even put on a show for them. So are my arms bound, like, to the chair, like, behind me? Or are they, like, on the little armrests?
No, they are bound behind you.
Oh, okay.
And then in front of you, like, your legs are also bound to the legs that are going down.
I know I probably have to set my finger. And so I would like to rock up onto my tiptoes and then moonwalk in that position over to one of the walls and then just, like, bang into one of the walls to where it might bang my finger back into place.
Okay. Go ahead and roll meat.
Alright. That's a 9 plus 1.
Okay. Well, because I did give you a penalty, you managed to get over there, but when you, like, bang into the wall, like, you tweak your fingers so badly, like, it is just ungodly painful. Like, you just bend it again in that same ungodly angle that had happened before, and you probably have just made it worse.
I expected that to happen, but while I'm doing it, like, while I was, like, doing this sort of moonwalk shimmy like that, I'm like, da, da, da. And then I'm like, jam on, and then, like, smack into it, and I'm like, ah!
All right.
And then I'm just gonna, like, lay there and, like, try to, like, I'm crying, but I'm trying to keep a you know, strong sort of demeanor for Sketch. Keep him from freaking out too much.
So, Lotus, you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit. And by morning, I mean, like, it's probably, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's not early. Like, you slept for a good amount of time at this point. And you would notice that you have multiple text messages from Ivo and missed calls. And
Yeah, I'll call Ivo then.
Ivo, I think you'd be up at this point.
Hey,
Hey, the fuck you mean Sketch's house is gone?
it was gone. That's what I mean. I went down to the basement, and as best as I could tell, something blew up down there, or somebody blew something up down there, and everything went up in flames. I managed to get like 3 or 4 drives that I gave to Jason, but I don't know if he can do anything with them.
I mean, did you see any, like, bodies or anything?
I was really trying not to look, and also I was in a hurry because I triggered an alarm. They had a perimeter around that place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, but I found something else. I was at the train station, and, I could be wrong, but I could almost swear that I found Ilix's little hover phone, his drone phone.
Yeah. You found it?
Well, it was smashed to pieces on the pavement, so I'm assuming somebody disposed of it for him.
Yeah. I mean, he took that everywhere, so...
I kind of dozed off there for, I don't know how long it's been, so I have no idea if Jason was able to pull any information off of these things, but he's been working at it. This is a shit show. There's BoardSec everywhere. They were at the train station, they were at my apartment, they were over at Sketch's house.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna be running a pretty tight ship around here with all of the 6th Street shit.
The one at the train station specifically told me they might make the whole place go into lockdown, so I feel like whatever we do, if we're gonna rescue Ilix or find where he's at, it's gotta happen soon, or else we're gonna be trying to move under the radar everywhere we go.
Yeah, well, nothing new there at least. Alright. Let's go see if Jason knows anything. We'll meet you there.
All right. So, Lotus, when you arrive, Jason is in the middle of telling Ivo. So, there's a few sort of sites that New You keeps so that they can sort of, interrogate people. But the problem is that it's near the airlocks. So they might move him.
Okay, so the only way we could get to the airlocks is through the spaceport, the shipping area, the speedway, and I'm almost certain that every single one of those is going to be on lockdown by the port sex, so...
Yeah.
You're not much of a hacker, are you, Hash? You know anything about that?
No.
Do you know anyone who is? We need another sketch on our side.
Yeah, sketch. He'll kind of laugh.
Damn it.
Lotus, you're there at this point, so.
Okay, that's what I'm walking into. Cool.
Yep.
Hey, there he is. And still limping. Great.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, well... What the fuck happened to you, man? Like, you still look fine, so I'm guessing that ain't your blood.
It's a bit of a story. You don't know any hackers, do you?
Yeah, Sketch, why?
God damn it.
I mean, I know a little bit about computers, but not a ton.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm hazy on the details. What was it your dad did? What was your dad's part in all this?
What?
Your pop, what did he... Yeah, he was working for New You, right?
Yeah. What about it?
What did he do? What did he do there?
Well, a while ago, he had an augment shop. Cybertronics and shit.
No shit?
Yeah, and then he sold out. Basically, it was like, oh, we can give you money now and kind of pay you out over the next couple of years, and you shut down now, or we try and run you out of business, and you don't get anything. So, he laid everyone off and, picked up a check once a month for the rest of his life or whatever.
Augmentation? I'll bet he knows some hackers.
I mean, maybe, but I doubt he's on good terms with anyone. It's not like anyone he worked with is gonna be, too keen on him.
Everybody's susceptible to some sort of payment.
Okay. I mean, do you have payment?
I got a few grand left over.
I mean, the people who know what they're doing probably gonna want more than that.
Well, the only other thing I can think of is to try and bypass the board sec to get to the airlocks. And I don't know, we gotta get in, but we also gotta get out. Short of that, Ilix is kind of on his own, and I don't even know where Sketch is. Probably dead somewhere. I mean, I have tinkered with the idea of going to somebody like Corvo or somebody like Gage, but they're all tangled up in this war just as much as anyone, so I don't know if that's a good lead. And besides, we probably owe them afterwards, and we're already in debt.
Yeah... I think we're gonna have to kind of settle this ourselves.
You don't know of any way to fix your leg, do you? Your dad doesn't have some sort of things left over from his augmentation days you could just patch that up?
I'm sure he does, and that'd be one more person to owe.
We could go to the clinic.
Yeah, if we're gonna be trying to bust Ilix out of some New You place, I guess I'm gonna have to be at 100%. Let's go to the clinic. At least that's gonna be a one and done thing.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Ivo, here. And Jason will open up a drawer in the desk, and he will pull out a small pistol, and he will hand it to you.
Thanks. All right, Lotus. You can have this, or you can have the big gun.
And Jason will say, I also took the liberty of making sure that the gun couldn't be tracked.
Oh, that's
Which gun?
perfect. I sort of came into possession of a board sec gun. Again, it's part of the story. This is a long story.
Lotus, you would notice that there is a gold arm sub 20 millimeter. It shoots a very high impact explosive round and is extremely effective. There is a drum magazine on the side of it, and it's maybe 2 feet long, and it has like a sort of holographic sight on top of it.
Lotus nods a bit. You got a board sec gun. You're covered in blood. And Boardsec was patrolling all over outside of every place you went. I think I got your story.
That sums it up.
Yeah, Ilix would have fucking loved that. Holy shit.
Well, I don't like to get into situations, but when I'm under pressure, I gotta act under pressure, so it's the racer in me.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Hash, would you mind kind of updating us on the news while you're here in the garage so that we can get a sense of where they are on the investigation? Because if shit starts opening up, I want to tap into that, and we might be able to get to the airlocks easier.
So apparently they're saying that Sketch was running an illegal VR operation, and there was an explosion that took out most of the building. They're still looking for 6th Street. It would appear that some of Corvo's gang has gotten back to their hideout. Corvo is on the loose. They also have put out multiple ABBs for board sec murders by 6th Street gang members. It would seem that any sort of trouble caused last night was, attributed to 6th Street.
God damn, you have been watching the news.
What the fuck else am I supposed to do? We're just sitting here waiting for the fucking encryption program to run. Don't have anything else to do.
All right, newsman. What do you think is our best bet for getting to the airlocks?
I think we're fucked.
That's what I was afraid of.
I'll message the group chat, be like,
Hey, Ilix, can you still respond?
Ilix cannot, no.
What can you do with new you? You broke in before. Can you break in again? Anything to get an edge on this situation? Resources, gear, information?
oh, we've got information. We don't need to go there again.
Well, I don't know how it works. What can you do?
So we start sorting through this. I laid down the thumb drive that has the copies of all of New Year's data that we stole.
Oh shit. Hey, Hash, plug this in.
He'll plug it in, and immediately over the monitors that are on the desk right now, you'll see so many windows begin to pop open, and you'll see just rotating designs of various cyber arms and things like that as they just continue to populate the feed. And eventually Jason kind of looks over at you and he goes, there's so much information here. It seems like they might have downloaded all of it.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Science.
There's maybe, not everything but the stuff on the main frame in the HQ.
Our answer might lay in here somewhere, boys. And I'm gonna pull up a chair and sit down. If you're enjoying Eclipse, Crater of Corruption, we would be honored if you would share it with others. Tell a friend. Post about us on Reddit, Twitter, or any other social media platforms. Check out our other shows and leave us some reviews. Whatever you can do to let people know that we exist and that you think our shows are worth a listen. As always, if you want to hang out or even play TTRPGs with us, our Discord link is in the episode description, and all of our links and content are available at timetodierpg.com. Follow us on Reddit at r/timetodierpg, on Twitter at timetodierpg. Tim the GM is on Twitter at IdaGrabYourGun. Chris, who plays Eclipse, is at ChrisRileyLCP. Eric, who plays Lotus, is ES_pattycake. I'm Brian, the player of Ivo, and I'm at ManlyBrian. Your contribution to our show means a lot to us, so thank you all for your support.